What I wanted to say also is that it's also quite common that some kind of resistance or kind of mind attack happens very often for people when you experience this kind of opening. Then some of the deeper negative conditioning and the mind comes up in its aspect as a kind of deceiving energy, or resistance or doubts or fears will come. And for this reason, many people, they run away, or they bend to the mind and say, okay, I don't want to go any further, because they feel that this is a very painful experience. So I want to say to you that when this thing comes, don't take it personally. Almost every being who has re-entered their own self have had to go through these type of experiences. So don't be weak or be fearful about them. Don't expect that any genuine spiritual seeking is going to go without some challenges. They will be felt. But if really there is inside an urge to really complete your seeing, to come home, then these resistances or these assaults from the egoic mind, they will not break your resolve. And so you continue to just be present, because there isn't a lot you have to do. This is the thing. The mind will tell you, now you have to do this and you have to do that, you have to change this, you have to change that. That is not true or truth. It does happen like that some distortions and some kind of the mind will begin to try and imitate the real self and cause confusion to you. But if you hold your ground as this undivided seeing, all this will pass. It's very important. I am very happy that I can share this again, because many people, they're turned away because the minute the mind bites, they become very afraid. And for the most part, most human beings live life with a lot of fear. A lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, a lot of attachments, clinging to the wrong thing, clinging to the enemy. And it's very important that you're reminded that these things will come. For every Buddha, for every Christ, for every living free being, there has been some periods of resistance, of testing, of doubts. All these things, they come, but they come and go. Unlike your pure being, it does not go. It might seem as though it goes, but it's only because your eyes are fixed on the wrong thing. So I wanted just to give you that extra boost to let you know and trust that if you have an attraction for truth, it's already an auspicious sign and period in your life. And to trust that which arose as the attraction for this inside your heart. Trust it, rather than rely upon your experience or on your mind or on your cleverness or something like this. Trust is one of the most powerful, most potent tool that any spiritual seeker has. To trust. And it's not just a blind trust. In the beginning it can feel like that. But as soon as trust helps you to relax, to not feel pressured and to not act prematurely, but simply to be reminded inside your heart that you're being called by the universe, and that somehow your only place is just to say yes to that. Leave the fight up to consciousness. Don't fight. Don't try to get into a street fight with your mind. You will not win. Because in order to do that, you have to become a person. You have to become something that can fail. And your true spirit, your true being cannot fail. It cannot even succeed. It can only recognize its timeless perfection. And to stay with that. Not everything I say is easily graspable, especially if you're not used to hearing things put in this way. But trust again. And little by little bit you'll find the right balance, the right way. You don't have to understand everything at once, but sometimes some waves or kind of burst of illumination come to you. Naturally, these are natural phenomena. The minute you are open enough to say, yes, I invite you inside myself, meaning the beingness of the Supreme, the minute you have this attitude, the whole world, the whole universe, not the world, the universal being already is moving through every pore of your being. So you have to withstand these assaults initially from the mind until you have established your own sense of self more firmly in this. So just to take courage from that. I don't take it that like on a Sunday afternoon when many people have other things that they would prefer to do. You come away to come and sit in a place like this to listen to these things. I don't want to regard it as something trivial. I feel that it's a chance that you have on your journey to self-discovery, and to take make full use of it. Nothing can really go wrong for you, but some things can seem to go wrong for your identity or who you take yourself to be. But these are really insignificant failures. They're nothing at all. They only matter in the realm of our personality. But really you have to go beyond personality, because personality is an inadequate representation of what you are. It is so small. So be open to make big steps, because big steps can be taken. And trust. Don't isolate yourself as a person. Our whole life, the ego is trying to get you to believe that you're only a person, because that's the only way you can lose. If you are consciousness, you cannot lose, you cannot be overcome by the deceiving ego or spirit. And we have to acknowledge that there is a power inside us also that seems dedicated to keeping us fixated on our physicality, on our material existence, on time and change. Whereas the capacity is in us to also discover that you are also the divine, timeless one. It's like that.
Bhagavad